Hello learners and welcome to Modern World 2, Week 5. And this week for Week 5, your assignment is the Paris Peace Conference preparation. So you are preparing to do a simulation. So if you look at this, you have your checkpoint number 6, and then you have resources that you will look at. And once you look at these resources, you are going to be able to complete the Paris Peace Conference preparation, which is checkpoint. So you'll go in and you will complete this. Okay, so our learning target for today is I can complete my preparation for the Paris Peace Conference simulation. So we actually aren't giving the simulation yet. That's going to be your final project. Okay, and I'll go into more details about that later. I'm just telling you how to actually prepare for it and what you're going to use and what resources you can use to do this. Now, it says that you will be doing it in a group, but we'll get back to that later as well. So what exactly is a simulation, you're asking yourself? So a simulation activity is a learning activity that is designed to reflect a real situation or system. So the use of simulation activities engage students more so than other activities. So let's, for instance, the stock market. If anyone's seen it, it's totally crazy. People are yelling numbers. I don't really understand how it works. They're typing. It's craziness. If you were learning about the stock market in an economics or government class, you might do a simulation. Okay, you might take a side or become a person in the stock market. So you would have a real vested interest in what is happening. Okay, so that's what a simulation is. Okay, so here is a link that you can go into. Okay, so when you go in here, I want you to look at some of these simulations. Like there's a national budget simulation, there's this wars, there's all sorts of different things, all sorts of different simulations, and you will become part of it. Rags to riches, so there's so many things. So I want you to go in here and just look at some of them to get an idea of what simulations are. Gold history, you can try your luck at finding gold, become part of the mad gold rush. Okay, so there's a lot of really good things in here. Some of the links may not work because it is an older document, but go in, have fun with this, really figure out what simulations are. Okay, and then after you look over some of the simulations, please think about how these could make the classroom come alive. Why would you do simulations? Okay, and then I want you to go in and you're going to read the preparation directions for your simulation, which you are completing alone. It's going to say with a partner, but you really can do this alone, okay? And then we're going to post everything to a Padlet. We're going to record on Loom later and post to a Padlet, but we will not do that yet. We're only doing the preparation directions and the research. So this explains exactly what your directions are. Okay, it tells you to pick a country. Germany was not really allowed to attend the peace conference. They didn't have a say. So do not pick Germany. You can pick from the UK, France, Italy, the US, or Japan. Okay, and you are going to become that country. Just like if you were doing the gold rush, you would become that miner. And you will take on the role of that country in representing them at Versailles, at the peace conference. And then here's how you're going to do your research. So once you pick your country, you can go in and you will write down information about your country. And there's a lot of really great resources in the checkpoint that you can use, okay? And then you're gonna watch a little video on the Treaty of Versailles and then use the Quizlet to kind of test your information on the treaty. Okay, then you're gonna explain what steps will you take to complete the preparation for your Paris Peace Conference simulation. So tell me what you did. And I also need you to send me a Hangout or an email letting me know which country you want to represent. Okay, and I should say, and no one can pick Germany. So remember, I gave you that list and you can also find it again, but you need to pick one of the countries. And I want people to vary it up so not everybody does the United States. Okay, evaluate section. In order to check your understanding of the Paris Peace Conference and the Treaty of Versailles, please take the Treaty of Versailles test here. And then the elaborate, once you have completed your research on your assigned country, you will complete the Paris Peace Conference preparation chart, where you will take a stance on where your country stands on important issues. And you're going to find a copy of this in Summit, okay? And you're going to be assessed on that following rubric as well. Okay, in the reflection, you're going to write a short reflection answering the following question on your learning. What new information have I learned from this lesson? Okay, and here's the project overview again. We are on week 5 right here. And then we will find out some more about Germany and how they were treated, and then we will work on the final projects and submitting them. Okay, any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. You are going to have a document to fill all of these in. We're trying something a little bit different. It's a student-based document. And what you're going to do is there's going to be, actually, let me show it to you right now. Okay, so this document is what you're going to be filling out now. This will be what is turned into me each week, rather than sending me an email or a hangout answering the questions. This is just like your Connects You. It's broken down by engage, explore all the different steps. So you're going to click the link to access the simulations. You can think about it. The readings, the watching the video, the Quizlet that you do, explain what steps will you take to complete your preparation. You will write right in this box. Okay, so this is where all your answers will go now. This Treaty of Versailles test. Once you've completed your research on your assigned country, you will, sorry, I keep messing that up there. Once you have completed your research on your assigned country, you will complete the Paris Peace Conference preparation chart, where you will take the stance, and there's your chart, and that's what will be sent in to me. Okay, and that's what's also in Summit for you to complete. And then you're going to self-assess at the end, where you answer this short reflection question, and you can answer it right there. Okay, so I know this is a little bit different. This might take some getting used to, but if you have any questions, please reach out to me. If not, you guys have a wonderful week. Thanks.